He's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk. Ashes check in for Williamson. Smart comes in for Edgecombe. And Allen Iverson subbed in for Giannis. And one for Minnesota. Daniels for Randall. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Joe Ingles. Outside Conley. Pass to DiVincenzo. Edwards kicks to DiVincenzo. Conley with the three. Chris Bosh with the rebound. Bosh will bring it up for Albuquerque. Outside, Smart. Ball is with the screen on Conley. Smart reaches the Wallace, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Wallace has got 6 points.
Well, and Smart probably deserves more credit for his ability to run the pick and roll. He's an outstanding decision maker.
Bounce pass, Conley. And a foul on Smart. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Edwards.
Just as you'd expect from Marcus Smart, he is all over the shoe.
Here's Iverson, and the layup fall.
And they keep hammering away out of inside.
Outside Edwards. The shot misses.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is calling for him to take.
Fighting high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every.
Oh, I gotta see if I got that clip. Oh,
Shot going up. Don't go
oh, that's
anywhere.
tough.
We'll be right back.
It's like a sleep back. Ooh, hey, you be going, bro. It's not.
And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half
we
begins
get to the
with
game.
very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback.
He has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge shot.
Now this is out there with Iverson. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Edwards drives in. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, everything about Edwards' drive makes it dangerous. His speed, his agility, and his lack of fear.
Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. Sometimes they're confident, but that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Well, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards. Welcome the expectations. He wanted the expectations. He has pushed himself
Niggas said it like 30.
On a nightly basis. and he's done.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Shannon's checked in. The three from
Oh, I missed that.
Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Oh.
90 seconds now into the second half. Edwards can't hit. And Albuquerque with the possession. Ellis with it. Conley picks him up, and the basket is good. Ellis has got 12.
Nice job by Ellis capitalizing inside.
Outside Edwards.
That wasn't a steal.
Randall against Williamson. Second shot opportunity, and the shot comes from Rudy Gobert.
Hey, those second chance points are found money. Tremendous effort there.
Here's Ellis. With the block.
Well, I love whenever Edwards is
Well,
disengaged
you can't make
defensively.
this shit up.
Excellent job coming up with the block.
Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
You cannot
No
make
matter what
this
they
shit up.
try, he just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Some changes from Albuquerque. Osh is checked in for Williamson. Hill comes in for Herbert Jones. And Smart subbed in for Ellis. From Team Iverson. James the three-pointer. Iverson's got 6 points in the quarter.
And not just that, it's the energy and passion with which Iverson plays. It just feels like any shot he takes, he can make.
Here's Shannon. And he gets the whistle.
They calling this bullshit, bro. It's bullshit.
It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
It's that bullshit.
Shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That one misses.
And you know, with some players, it's more than just the numbers. He provides things for this team that don't always show up in a stat sheet. For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Edwards with the stuff.
Well, sometimes you need more than just your stars, though. They've got to run something to get the other guys good looks.
Iverson gets to Smart. And again, Albuquerque with
I'm gonna say that bitch should be cash, man. What the fuck you talking about?
Again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and
That's
really,
not a
it's the
steal.
defense then. They
Thank
can't
you.
consent to let them fire away. They've got to
Take it.
close out
What the
the
fuck, man? You wanna dunk it, nigga?
Their coaches love seeing that. Working that ball, playing team basketball.
Randall outside. Pass to
Good
Conley.
ass nigga, bro.
And the foul on Marcus Smart.
Look at these
Some changes for Albuquerque. Towns comes in for Victor Wembanyama. And it's Edgecombe in for Allen Iverson. Timberwolves also changing it up. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Randall. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. Took the
He
opportunity.
really made that shit,
Ingles
bro?
has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Edgecombe.
Supreme athlete. That's going to blow through the contact.
So it's the Timberwolves now. 43 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Edwards.
Look at that shit, nigga.
Miller's checked in for the Timberwolves. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Edwards. DiVincenzo passes to Ingles. Clock at 4. Miller,
Ingles.
no luck.
There we go. We'll see.
They're enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical.
I sold it. I sold it. I ain't gonna lie. He definitely had a good ass in the motion.
Here's
So it's good.
Dillingham, guarded by Smart. And the wide open shot from
He
DiVincenzo.
missed. He hesitated.
Off target from outside.
He's scared.
Here's Bosch. And so it's Albuquerque with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Dillingham. And it's Ingles in at the three. The small forward. Smart. And a miss there on the triple.
Hold on.
He didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Now here's Randall. He's guarded by Hill. Excellent defense from Hill.
Good.
It's Hill picking up the assist. 8 points here for P.J. Edgecombe. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth.
Hey, another steal game.
Randall surveying the D.
Missed.
Down the three.
Damn, no you didn't.
Well, every season, Randall works on his range because he understands the importance of stretching the floor at his position.
And that one drops for him.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Ingles passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Ingles. Shoots the three. Can't hit that one. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for Albuquerque. Over in the corner, Edgecombe.
Hey, John, stop running this shit, man.
Pass to Towns. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. Just 5 to shoot. No good from outside. Now here's DiVincenzo. D right on him. Back to Randall. And he lays it straight in.
Wow. Randall with a fantastic dribble move. We're seeing why teams use him as a point forward.
Outside for Smart. Adams in the corner. Hill looking it over. Back to Adams. Adams with the
And the one-hand slam just looks so good when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Dillingham. The three-pointer, no good. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
Wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Look at Smart. This guy can really fly.
Pass to Ingles. To the inside. And here's Randall. Here's Hill. And he uses the glass on the way.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Randall. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Reed kicks to Ingles. Wants to get it to Randall and does.
Emphatic finish by Randall. I love when he's forceful around the hoop.
Here's Edgecombe. Randall with the block.
Wow, did he time up that block? Strong defense at the rim.
It's rebounded by Towns. Dillingham's gone 1 of 6 shooting so far. Adams in the corner. Back to Smart. Pass to Edgecombe. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Now here's DiVincenzo. Here's Dillingham. Back to DiVincenzo. Off target from three-point range.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spill, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense. But I take great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
And dramatically, he takes the win. They've almost been blown away. They were the better basketball team by far today.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly
set. 2. Sports, we've got something special for you tonight. Added to the roster for this one, some collegiate players will be out there as well. A great chance for them to prove themselves. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. So let's take a look at the starters for Albuquerque. Jones is out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Morant. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Iverson in at the point. And for the Thunder, Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this. Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
His mother was a star representing Antigua and Bermuda in the '92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Well, the word dynamic really only scratches the surface with John Morant. The way he moves, his speed, it's all just on another level.
Wallace is checked in for Hartenstein. Now here's Williams. Left side, SGA. Time to shoot. There's Dort. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's Iverson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, we know all about Morant's unreal athleticism, but his vision is what really sets him apart.
Now here's Williams. Pass to Dort.
Hey, yo, right here.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Morant. And stolen by Iverson. And here we go, Albuquerque. Fast break. Jones.
Yeah, you can't afford to let Iverson come up with the steal there. An opportunistic defender who knows when to go for it.
Wallace against Iverson. There's the pass to Holmgren. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Well, he wasn't going to miss that opportunity. He saw the open man and took advantage.
They get the rebound. Morant kicks to Williamson. Just 5 on the clock. And John Morant with the 3. Morant's got 5.
Wow. When Morant is hitting the 3, he becomes basically unguardable.
Wallace the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort against Jones. Outside Williams. And the 3 off target. Albuquerque leading by 5. Jones finds Wembanyama. Good ball moving here by Albuquerque. A 3 from Morant. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. He's got 8. Well,
normally Morant is scoring off the dribble. It's good to see him being effective offensively.
Timeout. Dagnall calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Substitution here for Albuquerque. And Wallace, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Ross comes in for Williamson. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Herbert Jones. And it's Ellison for Morant. Now here's Williams. Pass to Dort. SGA from outside. And again, Oklahoma City. No good. Kicks it out to Wallace. Back to Wallace. over to the left wing. Here's Hedgecock. Pops in the layup for two.
Nice play by Edgecombe. He has the strength and body control to finish.
Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, and he thought he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast and strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Now here's Rose, following the miss by Chris Bosh. He floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Timeout. They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced.
Needs a moment to talk things over. Hartenstein's checked in for the punt. Williams comes in for Gorge. SGA finds Williams. Shot to stop the run. Sent back by Wallace.
And this is why Wallace is an elite level defender. Has a great sense of timing for when to ride.